You're watching First Business with Tom Hudson and Bijal Patel.
Today's college students are increasingly becoming savvy entrepreneurs. College campuses across America are introducing new programs aimed at helping students launch their own businesses while they're still in school. And for many, it's turning into a different path as they enter the working world. In an economy that's losing jobs by the thousands, more of today's college students are deciding to become their own employers, starting their own businesses while still in school.
Growing up, I always knew I wanted to be a fashion designer, so I kind of came up with this idea in my head that I would start a clothing company that practiced, these fair trade principles.
Jennifer Moran is a student at DePaul University's Coleman Entrepreneurship Center, a program that has grown significantly. Just 3 years ago, the program helped launch 18 student ventures. This year, it's responsible for launching 150.
We are seeing a much greater percentage of students actually making an attempt to do this full time. Could be web design, could be graphic design, consulting. We actually have student entrepreneurs who start consulting businesses.
Raman Chadha, the program's executive director, says for many students, including Jennifer Moran, their business is their part-time job while in school. Jennifer's boutique clothing and accessories line called Greenola was launched last August. Her selling point is that these hats, scarves, and t-shirts are sourced directly from Bolivia. Jennifer works with local producers there who make these handmade accessories and clothes using sustainable fibers and materials.
A lot of the ideas are bounced back and forth. I try really hard to stay true to the indigenous designs that are being made in Bolivia. So like the alpaca scarves and hats and stuff like that they're already making. However, I'll go down there and influence style and colors and add some elements.
Jennifer's startup costs for Greenola were $30,000. She's invested her own personal savings and got help from family members. It's a much greater investment than some of her peers.
Most of the startups that require minimal funding tend to be in the service and the technology areas. Service sector, because the reality is in today's world you can start up a service business with a $500 laptop and a cell phone. And you can print up your own business cards at home, or you can do it online through a pretty reasonable source, and you're in business.
Since Greenola launched in August, Jennifer's been able to bring in $25,000 in revenue, and she's learned some important lessons along the way.
It was a little scary up front because, I was focusing a lot of effort on my wholesale efforts, selling to the stores. And that can be scary at times because I am a newcomer and, they were unfamiliar with who I am and who Greenola is. So building those relationships took a lot of time up front.
And the biggest challenge for these student entrepreneurs is ramping up sales. It can take a lot longer than most people realize.